Staff too busy to enforce smoking ban, say unions。即係有工會咧 ，union 嘅工會咧，就話咧啲職員咧係太忙啦，去 enforce 執行 enforce smoking ban 就係話禁煙 smoking ban 就係禁。Two unions representing government workers said on Wednesday their members were too busy to hand out fixed penalty tickets to people violating Hong Kong's anti-smoking laws。有兩個工會嘅代表星期三話咧，佢哋嘅會員 too busy to hand out 即係話係 hand out 即係話派發 hand out。Fixed penalty tickets 就係定額罰款嘅票 ，fixed 固定 penalty 就懲罰罰款 tickets to people violating Hong Kong's anti-smoking laws。violating 就係話破壞違法 ，violating the law 或者 violating the rules。violate 就係違法。Their comments follow the extension on Tuesday of anti-smoking laws to include 48 public transport interchanges, bus terminals, wet markets, beaches, and housing estates. Extension 就係話就係擴大啦，就 extension 即係擴大個執法範圍啦，就 extension。延期都可以講係 extension。呢個禁煙嘅法例係伸展至到48個公共嘅交通嘅交匯處 interchange。transport interchanges 即交通嘅交匯處，巴士總站 bus terminals， 濕貨嘅市場 wet markets，beaches 呢啲係海灘 and housing estates 同埋啲屋邨。Some 2,200 staff from the Leisure and Cultural Service Department, 700 from the Food and Environmental Hygiene Department, and 430 from the Housing Department are responsible for enforcing the new penalties. Leisure 康樂 Cultural Service 係文化服務處啦嚇。Food and Environmental Hygiene Department 呢個食物及衛生局啦。Food and 環境食物及環境衛生處 Environmental 就係環境 Hygiene 係衛生 Housing Department 就係房屋處。But the Leisure Service Staff General Union and the Food and Environmental Hygiene Department's Staff Rights Union said its members could not perform these extra duties because they did not have sufficient manpower。佢哋呢啲工會就話啦，呢兩個工會佢哋嘅會員呢 could not perform 唔可以執行 perform 表演都係叫 perform。但係呢啲情況底下 perform 就係執行呢啲額外嘅 duties 啦嘅職責啦。Because they did not have sufficient manpower， 佢哋唔夠足夠嘅人力 ，sufficient 足夠 ，insufficient 唔足夠 ，manpower 就係人力。However, Director of Food and Environmental Hygiene Cheuk Wing Hing said most of his staff had assured him they would not ignore the new duties。咁但係佢呢個局嘅職員呢 assured 就即係保證 assured A-S-S-U-R-E 保證向佢保證就 assured him。呢個呢就係active 嘅式啦。咁呢調翻轉就講就話 he was reassured。咁呢我哋好多時見就 reassured 就係被保證呢就係 reassured。 令到佢放心。You can be reassured， 你可以放心啦，我會準時嘅。You can be reassured that I will be on time。咁啊 reassured passive 被動。I assure you， 我保證，向你保證。咁呢個係 active 或者 assure 同 reassure 咁分清楚個分別。They would not ignore their new duties， 佢哋唔會唔做 ignore 就係話忽視，就放埋一邊唔做，咁就 ignore 啦。ignore him， 唔好理佢啦，咁 ignore him，ignore 即係唔理佢。There's no truth to the allegations that our staff will refuse to do this work. There are 12 staff unions, which represent about 5,400 staff involved in this enforcement work, he said. There's no truth， 因為呢個唔係一個事實嚟嘅。To the allegations， 對呢個指控 ，allegation 就係指控。All of them have pledged to stand firmly by their duties and will execute departmental guidelines when enforcing the new laws, said Church. Have pledged 亦都係話誓言，一定要確保咁啊 pledged 呢個字眼係比較上係好強硬嘅，我哋一定要保衞，咁就 pledged。Stand firmly， 咁呢個亦都係個字眼好強硬嘅。Stand firmly by the duties， 即係話我哋要好堅決咁執行我哋嘅職責，咁就 stand firm。Stand firm by their duties。Stand firm 即係話企硬，譬如同人哋爭拗一啲嘢，I stand firm 就即係話我唔會改變主意，就 stand firm。Execute 執行 ，execute 部門發出嘅指引啦，就係 guidelines。Church said his staff had already issued 6 verbal warnings to offenders since the ban was extended to wet markets and public transport interchanges. 發出 issued 6 verbal warnings 6個口頭警告 verbal warning verbal 就口頭上 verbal warnings offenders 就係話違反者 offenders 犯法者違反者。He said the department would provide training to enforcement officers， 會俾呢啲 enforcement 即執行呢啲法例嘅官員，咁就 enforcement officers。Leisure and Cultural Services Department Director Betty Fong Cheng Suk Yi also said her staff had issued 800 verbal warnings to offenders on Tuesday。咁佢呢個部門都發咗800個口頭警告啦。Fong said the department understood union concerns about staff having too much work。咁佢哋明白嗰個工會嘅顧慮。Union concerns 呢個 noun 嚟嘅 ，concerns 顧慮。